Welcome to Mama's Playground. This is Darlene.
And this is Monica.
And this is the day before Thanksgiving. Yay! Hey. It's one of my favorite holidays.
Yes.
For sure.
Thanksgiving, Christmas, it's just all downhill from here. It's just all downhill. That's it. The year's over, you know. Lots of things to be thankful for. Then Christmas. It's a nice time.
I'm happy because we survived the whole back to school and the fall festivals and the Halloween costumes and all of that, which can be stressful. And for some reason in Luna's school, they were like, let's make it very stressful. They added a fundraiser. They kept adding things. So now when I get an email from the school, I'm like...
You're cringing. Like, I don't want to open it.
I don't want to open it. So now it's like, okay, it's Thanksgiving. Let's start to chill and welcome the holidays that are around the corner. Well, the Christmas, you know what I mean. And that's it. And get ready for a new year and do it all over again.
And then rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat.
Yes.
We wanted to do something a little different, right? Mm-hmm. Today. We're going to do something a little different today for this episode. How about we do a What Would You Do Wednesday?
Wednesday. I feel like we should put a ding, ding, ding.
Yes, like a little like The Price is Right music or something. I don't know. Yeah. Maybe we'll
Have you seen that show, the What Would You Do? I forgot the name of the host, but it's they hide cameras in different situations and something horrible happens, like a waitress is really mistreating a couple because
yes
they've done,
I've seen it.
And then so they put like the cameras on the people around to see if they're gonna come
reactions
and react. So it's What Would You Do? I think I would be so great for that show because I will be the one stepping up. Hey, you don't talk to them like that.
I love that. Well, today is What Would You Do Wednesday episode with Mama's Playground.
Ding, ding.
Talk about cheesy, huh? That's cheesy.
I am super cheesy, so
I'm gonna go. I wanted to say, okay, so hold on. I pulled up a couple of questions and we're gonna do What Would You Do? So guys, if you're listening, we want your input as well. If you see us on YouTube or you see us on Instagram or you see us on Facebook, we would love for you guys to comment when we put the snippets up of these, of this particular episode. So number one was the overloaded default parent. And what does that mean, guys? My partner says he wants to help more, but I still have to tell him every step. What would you do? Keep leading or let him fumble and learn?
Depends. I think let him fumble and learn.
Really? You wouldn't try to direct?
But if I want something to be done a certain way, then it's like... And no, this has happened. This sucks that he's here right now. No, but
cover your ears.
But it's when like, okay, I'm going to do it. And you're like, yay, he's doing it. And then you see they're not doing it how you want it to be done. And it's like, you're like...
You're cringing.
Thank you. And then they leave and you go like, okay, let me fix it.
I think that's like that happens to all of, I don't want to say all of us. Maybe there's more people that are more chill than not, but that happens to me as well all the time. I'm like looking at him, like the way he's washing the dishes, I'm like, or he's cooking something. And I'm like, okay, it's awesome. He's helping, he's cooking, you know, and I'm doing something else. But then I turn around and I see like la estufa filled with like food everywhere. And then the cuchillo is like, the knife is like over there. And the other thing is over there. And then the ketchup is over there and everything is a mess. And I'm looking around going, shut up. He's doing something. He's helping. Shut up. Don't, you know what I mean? So yes, I think,
it's like the episode we did last week, which was the kids and letting them, you know, make errors and be and fail.
Why can't we just let it be for everybody? I have my times where I'm like, okay, just shut up, you know? I had a friend, she's Venezuelan, and she would say, there's a saying that says como que dale la vista gorda, ¿verdad? Like you know,
let it go.
Like let it go, you know,
choose your
battles. Choose your battles. Sometimes I'm confrontational, other times I can shut up. Sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
So
what would you guys do in that setting? Do you let him be or do you try to control the situation?
Yeah. In my case, again, it would be depending on the situation.
Yeah. I think me too.
Or if I want it to be done immediately, then I'm like, I'll just do it.
Because it's just faster and it's easier.
But okay, so on the other side, though, when, you know, we have the video production company, shout out Sevilla Group Studio. Thanks to them, we are
here.
Exactly. Well, no thanks to our parents, but you know what I mean. But sometimes when we're at a job, I know that I don't organize everything as far as camera and lights and everything as I'm supposed to. So it goes both ways.
Absolutely. I'm sure he's got to pick his battles. Do I tell her or do I not tell her?
Exactly.
It goes both ways.
We all do it.
Number 2, it was the clingy. These are just random stuff. Nothing is in sync with anything. These are just random situations of what would you do. Okay,
and I have no idea what you're asking.
And you have no idea. Okay, so number 2 was the clingy child at pickup. Your kid screams and melts down only with you, not with anyone else. Okay, do you tough love it or comfort them every time? So the temper tantrums are just with you. You call the school and the school's like, oh my God, they're an angel. They don't fight with anybody.
They don't tell me that.
They don't raise well. Depends your kid.
I mean, it's just one semester in first grade, and I've been told twice that she's a chatterbox. But then I tell the teacher, look who the mom is.
Yeah, that's why we have this podcast.
So
Hello.
I can't get upset at that.
So Luna is, okay, let's just say that they call you, okay, let's hypothetically, right? They call you and say, oh, Luna's great. She doesn't talk. She doesn't answer back. She doesn't do any of these things, right? And then she gets in the car with you and she's bitching at you about something. And then you get home and she's like throwing a temper tantrum and she's rebelling against everything you say. And you're like, how come with me and not with anybody else? Do you tough love it and say, hey, this stops here, like we're gonna do this? Or do you just like try to talk it out and be like, what's wrong with you? Like, come on, I'm your mom, you gotta respect me. You know, how do you
the way you're sounding, I feel like I want to choose the first one. But again, I guess in the past I've started with the and then now I try to, you know, be calm about it. But they do it with us because we are their comfort zone.
Absolutely.
Like
I read that.
Yeah, so they're gonna, which is fine because throughout her life, I want her, if she has any issues, like come and talk to your mommy.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna get upset. I just had this conversation, I swear to God, last week with her. I said, we all make mistakes. You know, I'm not perfect. You're not perfect. We learn from them and, you know, all the speech. You can talk to me about anything. But what I do sometimes when she's like that, she's tired. I give her space. I give her space because if I start scolding her, then it's going to become like a whole battle. Again, choosing your battle. Your battle. So it's, you know, just she's tired. But then when I say, you're tired, I'm not tired.
And you're like,
but
you can keep telling me that. No,
what do you do?
I am okay. So that's my situation is that I do not get pretty much complaints. Like, not that my kids are perfect or anything, but they go to school and they're like, oh, your kid is so good. Like, you know, never answers back, so quiet, never like talks out of his turn, this and that, blah, blah, blah. But then we get to the house and it's like, are you kidding me? It's the rebellion. At least with me, it's like they rebel, right, against me. So I find myself sometimes, depending on what state of mind I'm in, kind of snapping sometimes and being like, listen, I'm your mother, you need to respect me. And other times, kind of like a mix. Other times I will sit there and be like, what's going on? Like, what's happening? Like, did you have a bad day today at school? Like, why are you acting like that with mom? Like, I'm your mom, I'm your best friend. Like, please don't talk to me like that. You know, and I be like,
no, you're not. You're not. It's Bruce.
I'm like, crying. Oh, thanks. You know, but yes, you know, I think I'm kind of both. I try not to lose my cool, you know, and sometimes I do. I can't say that I don't, but I try to kind of both.
Yeah, I put music, something that she likes.
Yeah,
what has been your soundtrack this year?
I don't have a personal soundtrack, but kids
with the kids.
Oh,
like
my kids K-pop.
Okay,
day long. I'm just like, stop it. I don't want to hear it anymore.
Yeah, it's interesting. I feel like this year has been, you know, K-pop, Labubus, in this case, and Taylor Swift, which I love that album.
I haven't heard. Well, I've heard of a couple of her songs. I haven't heard all of it.
And talking about Labubu, you've made fun of me because you went on TikTok and because we have the same account, and she goes, have you been shopping for Labubu? Because I keep getting
the feed is all about Labubus.
So she's like, come on, what's that? So when she came with the kids the other day, Jacob got obsessed with Labubu.
Oh my God.
I want a Labubu. And I'm just laughing. I'm like, ha,
No.
your
And then
turn.
it didn't stop there because then Noah was like, well, if he's going to get a Labubu, I want one. I want the green one. No, I want the blue one. No, give me this. And they started going on my Amazon account trying to see if they could buy a Labubu. I said, don't you dare press that send button because obviously your credit card is attached to the Amazon account. I was like, I'm not buying you a Labubu. So up to now, listen, knock on wood, I haven't bought a Labubu.
Or get a knockoff. They have them at the gas station around the corner.
Oops, I keep like messing with my microphone. Anyways, okay, so number 3, Miss
Number 3.
Darlene, the kid who eats nothing. I know everybody in their household, if it's not your kid, it's been your niece or your nephew, you've seen the kid that never wants to eat, and your kid refuses to eat dinner again. Like, I just ate, like, why do I have to eat? You know, everything for them is
Or
like...
they want snacks.
Or they want snacks, or they just want chocolate all day long and they don't want food. Now, do you make a separate meal for that kid that's picky eater, or do you stick to what you cooked? Like if they're like, Mom, I don't want to eat pasta again. I just had pasta yesterday. Why do I have to eat it? Like, do you say, okay, let me make you something else? Or do you say, you know what? This is what there is and this is what you're eating.
But that's when the kids eat anything.
Well,
that's
the question.
If they don't want it because they had it the day before, it's
That's
one
what I
thing.
mean.
But if it's a kid that refuses to eat something, then you have to make a separate dish.
So no, the question is basically like when they say again, we're gonna have freaking I don't know, broccoli and chicken again. Like, do you cook something different for that kid out of malcriades to give them what they want so that they shut up, or do you say, you know what, this is what there is and this is what you're eating?
I feel like as an adult, I feel like that. I'm like,
Again.
Are we gonna have pasta again? Are we gonna have rice and beans and steak again? I mean, that's why Fridays growing up, my mom wouldn't cook. It was like Fridays, it's pizza.
Something
but now
fast.
Luna gets pizza at school, so we can go for pizza because she already have pizza.
And she's like, again.
But she's fine with it. She's fine with rice and steak, rice and beans, pasta. She's fine with those 3 dishes, and now she's eating quesadillas. That's it. But at least it's healthy.
And it's
I try
something.
to do brown rice and all that, but
Okay, so you're not like, but it's not like every time she says again, you're going and you're whipping up a new meal for her.
now
Okay.
if I'm putting something on the table that I know that she does eat, then that's what you're gonna have.
Yeah.
That's it.
Lots of times I tell my kids like, okay, yes, you had this yesterday, but this is what there is. And this is what we're eating. And you're going to sit there and you're going to eat it, because I know they eat it. They're just bored and I get it. That's why same thing on Fridays. It's like, we want Chick-fil-A. And I'm like, okay, let's do the Chick-fil-A. Not every Friday, but every blue moon we'll go and they're like, want their chocolate milk with their chicken strips,
Yeah.
I was going to say, what was I going to say? I was going to say something to Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A, you save my life sometimes.
Yeah, a lot of parents' life.
Chocolate milk, all that stuff. Anyways, but okay, so that is the kid who eats nothing question. Okay, and number 4 is the mom friend drama. Okay, we talked about this in an episode. It's a mom friend always vent dumps on you. Actually, it's a little different. So you have a friend that always is like, oh my God, you need to listen to me. And you sit there and you listen to them and you console them and you're like all there for them, supportive. And then all of a sudden the roles reverse. And now you're going through a bad time and you're like, I need somebody to listen to me. So you call, but that person's never available. Okay, do you distance yourself from this friend and say, man, this is like just like a one-way street? Or do you confront her? And say, hey, listen, you're never there for me and I'm always there for you. Like, this is a little, like, it's getting tiring.
I've never been in that situation. Maybe I'm the one that's doing it. I don't know. No, I'm not.
Now you're going to have to psychoanalyze. Say, do I?
No. I don't actually. No, I have one of my best friends, Jennifer, and with her, it's the other way around. We talk like every 3-4 months. She lives in Connecticut. In Pennsylvania. She moved, so sorry. You see? And when we talk, all she wants is to hear about me. And I'm like, no, but tell me, no. I want to hear what's going on with your life. And that drives me crazy because I really want to know about her life. But for some reason, she's like, your life is so interesting. Your life is like a soap opera. I want to hear about it. And I'm like, dude, you're so wrong. No, I've never had that situation. Thank God I have a beautiful, well-balanced group of friends. And sometimes it's me calling with an issue or it's the other way around. So as long as you're, clear with the person, hey, I'm going to call you. I need to vent for 10 minutes. That's it.
I don't think for me, I've had this happen to me once, and it wasn't like a close friend, but it was somebody that I would always see because we were always in the same setting together, and would always vent everything to me, and I would listen, and I would give advice, and I would sit there, and I would whatever. And then when it came time for that person being around when I needed something, they were never around. So I started putting things together, and I was like, you know what? Damn, it hasn't been one time or two times or three times, but I never said anything. I kind of just like let it go.
Because
and I was like,
she wasn't like a best friend or something, an acquaintance?
It was more of an acquaintance that I would see obviously and so on. And I was like, you know what? I'm not even going to bring it up. To each their own. I'm not going to say anything. But I do think, like, let's say you and I are really good friends and you call me every day with an issue and I listen to you. And then all of a sudden I need something every blue moon, and now you never answer your phone for me. You know what I mean? That would drive. I think I would probably confront you at that point and say, "Hey, darling,
No, it's about communicating, because probably let's say that I'm in La La Land and
you don't realize
get it, and then suddenly you're detaching from friendship, and I'm not gonna understand why. So I think it's always important to communicate about it. But no, now I do remember one friend, and there's a joke also with our group of friends, because it's like, be careful when you ask her how she's doing, because she just goes on, and we already know about it. We laugh about it. It's like, be careful if you're gonna ask her how she's doing. But it doesn't bother me. I don't see her as much, and I know that she's a friend that if I need her, she will
be there.
But for some, she vents a lot, a lot, and then. In the past, what would bother me, it was more her venting about this relationship she had with this guy, and she made us hate him.
Yeah.
And then they got back together. So
and you're like, and that's why you can't like sometimes judge. You just gotta like listen and let it go.
Yep. Yeah, I learned that one.
Okay, guys, so what would you do in that situation? Will you confront, or will you stay quiet and be like, and I'm talking about a good friend, if it's a good friend. Obviously, an acquaintance and my thing, it's neither here nor there. But a really good friend, you're always there for that person, and that person doesn't show that much. Confront or not confront, okay? I'm going to leave you guys with that. Fifth, the birthday party dilemma. Your kid wasn't invited to the party that everyone is going to. Do you address it with the parent, or do you let it go?
Let it go.
I let it go. I think I could never. I don't think I would ever like go and be like, you did not invite my kid to the birthday and you invited everybody.
Listen,
it is what it is.
Let me tell you, and that's something that I'm teaching Luna, because I've never been a needy friend. I have a great group of friends, and let's say that three of them, let's say you post a picture of you, let's say, and Roxy and Clara and Nancy. Oh, we're here at happy hour. And I look at the picture, I'm not going to be like, you didn't invite me? Like, no, I'm like, oh my God, that's awesome. Let me know next time, I'll go with you guys. That's how I am. I'm not, oh, you didn't invite me. Or why are you, why? It's, come on. Like, for me, it's stupid. So I try to teach that to Luna. Hey, it's good to have a different friends.
Diverse.
And if I point, that your friend Julia was hanging out with the other one, just don't take it personal.
I feel the same. Even if I got a little bit hurt or something, like, oh, they didn't think about me, I won't take it personal, because I got to think everybody's busy. Sometimes you're not the main priority. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, things happen.
Yeah.
I don't think I would be like, no. Hello?
No, but the birthday thing. But let me tell you, not to brag, but Luna has been getting invitations for every single birthday. And I feel bad then, because
and you're like, please stop inviting her.
No. I love it. She's happy. And I always like meeting new people and other moms and all that. What I feel bad is, for example, if it's a birthday from her classroom, that don't tell other friends, oh, I went to this kid's birthday, because
of course.
not everybody is getting invited.
Yeah.
So
you're going to hurt people. And I understand that, because I've had birthday parties where I do not invite, I'll invite like 2 people from school and I won't say anything else. And sometimes you can't. Like it's just, you can't. Anyways, okay. So that's
it's getting easier, I think, as they grow. I already told Luna, next year, let's do something where it's not a birthday party, but she loves being with her friends. So now I started telling her my favorite birthdays growing up, it's when we would have sleepovers. My parents would tell me, choose 4 friends. And then we're going to go to bowling and pizza and this, and then they can sleep over. So she's looking forward to that when I allow her to do sleepovers. Not yet. But yeah, so it's becoming a little bit easier, or maybe not, because when I said, what if I tell you to choose 5? I can't do 5. I'm going to need more. So anyway.
You play it by ear.
Play it by ear. Yep.
All right, next one. It is the school project at 10 p.m., right? So your kid tells you at bedtime they have a project due. And it's like bedtime already. And they're like, Mom, I have a project due. Like, it's due tomorrow. Now, do you help them to get it done? Or do you say, you know what? Too bad, go to bed. And tomorrow you're going to tell your teacher you did not do your project. And it's up to you. Consequences.
That has to do with the parenting episode. Like, would you do the homework for them? Oh, it depends on the project. If it's something that I feel that we can do quick, it's okay. Before going to bed, we're going to do it. And you are going to have to wake up at the time I wake you up. And you better be in a good mood.
And we got to finish it.
It's your fault that we're going to bed late. But then part of me is like, if it's something easy, I might do it, which is so wrong.
So I think I'm the opposite of that. I think if it's something like homework that's easy, let's say Jacob one day came to me in the car as we're driving to school and goes, Mommy, I forgot to do the 2 math questions. I don't know what. And I was like, you know what? Well, you tell your teacher. You're telling me now you forgot. Or you know what? Get your book bag out now. We've got 20 minutes till we get to school and you do it. But I'm not going to do it for you. So I've done that before. And then if it's a really big thing that I know it's going to be like a big grade or something like a project, I mean, yeah, I will probably be the one doing it.
I feel that I don't have that problem so far because the communication we get communication through Class Dojo.
Yeah.
And then room parents and then emails.
Okay.
You know? So there's no way of forgetting it. Yeah.
I don't remember how that.
But I think when they're older, it's gonna happen. Probably.
Absolutely. It's like, are you gonna bail them out, or are you gonna let them deal with their consequences?
I'll get there when I get there.
The other one is we've talked about this. The iPad negotiation. Your child wants more screen time and throws a fit when you say no. Now, do you stand firm or do you compromise?
I think I stand firm. Yeah. I think I stand firm, or I don't know, or maybe 15 minutes while I'm doing something and I need that time.
I feel like I need to stand firm. I feel like I need to stand firm.
But not like take the iPad and see you later.
I feel like I'm firm and then I end up compromising. So that's bad too, because I feel like they're not understanding. They're like, oh, mom, I know my mom. She's going to compromise eventually. If I ask her more than 10 times, she's going to compromise, you know? So I need to work on that one. I need to work on standing firm when I say no. The mom comparison trap. You see another mom doing all the things, right? Do you unfollow for mental health? Like, let's say you're on Instagram and you're like, oh my God, look at this girl. She does everything with her kids. Like, and you're like, oh my God, I wish I could be like that. Now, and you're like really stressing over this. I don't know if that's ever like really happened. I know we compare. I know there's comparison for sure. Now, do you unfollow that person for your own mental health so that you're not like, comparing yourself? Or do you use it as a motivation to get you to do more things?
Motivation.
Yeah, I think it's like more motivation and more of like, if this person can do it, then I can try to find the time to at least do some of it, you know?
And you should, on Instagram and all that, you should follow people that motivate you to become better and to do things. You're not, following her would be, stopping yourself from being something better. Doing more things.
I feel you. Motivational.
Yep.
Okay, I don't even know what number we're on, but I'm going to, just read it. So is it normal? This is a marriage question. It says, you're touched out and not in the mood again. Do you force?
Are we talking about sex?
I guess so. This is like so like in the air, but I guess, that is basically what this question is about. You're touched out and not in the mood again. Do you force connection or ask for more support first? So like, just think of your day. You're super overstimulated. You're here, you're there, and now your husband or your significant other, your partner, whatever, wants to have like sexy time. And are you, do you say, let me just do it just to get it over with? Or, so Darlene is like looking here because Fabian's around and she's like looking for his response.
No, I have one word, and don't leave, Fabian.
Do you force the connection?
I have one word, and one word only.
What?
foreplay.
Really? Okay.
It's about foreplay because
Yes.
you could be super
Thank you.
exhausted.
Yes.
But it's,
Yes.
come on. There's a way of get you out of that exhaustion.
Yes, it's true. Like, don't just tap me and say, "Come on, let's do it." It's a matter of, just like bringing that sexy time. Don't think that just because you're gonna tap me and say, "Let's go ahead and do it," because I want to do something, it's gonna happen. Men, this is something I see all day long on Instagram. It is an issue. I see women talking about it all day long on Reddit. Like sub things saying, "Dude, I have been the whole day overstimulated with doing X, Y, Z, 1,000 things, 1,000 tabs open. And then at nighttime, you want to do something. I'm tired." It's not that we don't want to. It is the fact that find a way to kind of get in there. You know what I mean? Like not
like going there to
Stray.
the desert because the shit is dry when you're exhausted. So you need to.
I don't know if you want to, but listen, if you have kids in the car, please.
But how do you do it? Find something that yet has to be done in the house. The dishes, the something. Do that. And then open a glass of wine. And then just little by little.
Yes.
Little by little.
Little by little. Let me rub your shoulders.
Despacito,
Babe,
suavecito.
how was your day today? Like, really, that's that emotional connection to get into that physical that, that men want fast and us women need a little bit more nurturing. Anyways, so.
We need a whole different episode on that one.
Absolutely, 1,000%. Okay, so that was one. I don't know. So do you ask for more support or for more connection? I'm sorry.
I think it's this.
Do you force
together.
connection? Do you force the connection at that point? Do you say, "Listen, I need a little bit more support. Like, help me here so that we can get there."
I have because it's okay. He wants it, and although I'm exhausted, then I want to make him happy.
Yeah.
It happens. We all have to at some point. What do you call? Ay, Dios mío. ¿Cuál es la palabra?
Compromise.
Yes.
Compromise.
Yes. So, como dicen. One day for you, one day for me. The idea is to do both, but again, foreplay.
Yeah.
Foreplay.
Foreplay is a big deal. Okay, so this is the last question. The last one, because otherwise we'll be here with 1,000 questions. Last question. The mom identity crisis. You missed the version of you before kids. Do you try to get her back? Or do you create a new identity?
I'm trying to get the body back. I've been trying to get the body back for the past 7 years. I do miss it when I see the pictures and I'm like, que flaquita.
I know. Flaquita. And you reminisce and you're like, those were the good days when you could eat anything and nothing happened and nothing changed, And now it's like, it's not just our kids, it's our age too. The age has a factor in there. It's not as easy anymore to lose like the mom belly and the pooch and this and that. So it's like, do you work with what you've got or do you sit there going, oh my God, I wish that we could go back 10 years.
I try to, be better and eat better and all that. But one thing is for sure is that they keep us moving, especially you that you have two. And I could be home. I just want to chill. Let's go for a walk. I want to take my scooter. And then suddenly you're walking 2-3 miles with your daughter that I wouldn't be doing.
On your own.
Yeah, exactly.
On your own. But it's everything. Identity with like the physical part and identity of like all the things that you loved, which we've talked about this in many, many episodes. And then you forget about, like, do you try to reinvent the wheel and say, okay, I can't do all these things I used to do, but now I'm going to try to create a better version of myself as a mom? Or do you keep like reminiscing of what what you were once?
I do both.
Reminisce.
Yeah, my words. Reminisce. And then use that to kind of
create something different
it and try to get to who I was. Yes, we're aging, but trying to stay fit and again trying to eat healthier. But yeah, I wouldn't trade it being a mom. But yeah, of course, there's times that I'm like, okay, I used to be asked, so what do you do? And I said, well, I'm with my daughter and I take her here and then I take her there. And I'm like, come on, there's got to be more in it. But I think that's a work in progress.
Same. For me, it's the same. And I think I'm working with building a better version of myself in the situation that I am. I can't keep thinking in the past.
They're making us better. The kids are making us better.
Anyways, that was our What Would You Do Wednesdays.
Yes.
What Would You Do Wednesdays, which we're going to try to do a little bit more of every so often. Anyways, with that, if you guys have answers to any of those questions when you post our snippets, please, we'd love to hear from you. We are on YouTube, we are on Instagram, we're on Facebook, and what else? Anything else, Darlene?
And you know what? Happy Thanksgiving,
Yes.
everybody. Have a great time. put the phone away. Unless you're listening to this podcast, then put it out so everybody can hear it. But yeah, just take this family time, these moments, and just
enjoy
put the phone out. And because I don't like walking into a party, a get together, and then seeing all sitting like
Consumed.
in a corner just on their phones. Try to put it away and enjoy your Thanksgiving.
Enjoy your Thanksgiving, guys. Bye.
Grateful for you. Love you. Bye.